After more than 10 years of Mario Kart 8 dominating the market, Mario Kart World is here to shake things up in a big way. As the name implies, Mario Kart World is set in an open world, which means there are a ton of changes that Mario Kart veterans need to be aware of. In honor of Mario Kart 8 finishing its final lap, we've collected the 8 biggest differences in this video. A bigger map means more space on the track. Mario Kart World has 24 drivers in every race. That's double the dozen that Mario Kart 8 supported, which means way more competition when you're driving around. Obviously, the goal is still to come in first place, but you're going to have to pass twice the amount of drivers to get there. That head count doesn't always stay so high, however. Mario Kart World's Knockout Tour is designed to whittle down the competition in between each race. You'll have to drive from course to course in between the races themselves, and if you don't get there fast enough, you're out. You'll need to be on your A game while doing laps and speeding to the next site. To help cut down the competition, Mario Kart World also puts a ton of new items in your hands. Red, green, and blue shells are all back, but they're joined by the coin shell from the Mario Kart arcade games. That one leaves a trail of coins in its wake as it glides forward. You can also chuck hammers at your opponents or freeze them in place with the Ice Flower, which was first introduced in Mario Kart Tour. Perhaps the most dangerous new addition is Comic. If you summon Bowser's Chief Magician, he'll cause chaos with a variety of spells. These could summon classic Mario enemies to block your path, or even transform all the other drivers into different unlockable characters. You've got to be prepared for anything when Comic is in play. Now maybe you're thinking those items are no big deal. You know what happens when you get hit in Mario Kart. But here's the thing, wiping out in World doesn't repeat the same canned animation every time. You'll wreck differently depending on the situation, so you need to be prepared to step on the gas as soon as you get your cart back in the upright position. You might want to wear a helmet too. It's not just other drivers who can jeopardize your perfect lap. Thanks to the open world nature of the game, weather can dynamically shift and make a huge difference in the race. The easiest example to point to is lightning. It's not as targeted or concentrated as the lightning item you can use on your opponents, but it can still sporadically strike everyone on the track and mess up their flow. With lightning comes rain, and if it starts pouring while you're driving, be prepared for slicker turns. Your handling will be thrown off a little by the liquid on the ground, so make sure you're sticking with those drifts. Of course, there's also lots of good stuff to find along the tracks. Free roam mode is how you'll freely explore that open world, and it's full of stuff to discover. Mario Kart World introduces what I like to call the 3 Ps: hidden panels, peach medallions, and P-switches. They're all collectibles you'll want to check off, but they all function differently. Hidden panels are hidden on and around every track, and each one has a handful to discover. Driving over them in free roam unlocks special stickers. More on those in a moment. Peach medallions are floating along the tracks and around the map in free roam. Think of these like the large dragon coins from Super Mario World or Power Stars in Mario 64. There are some big bragging rights in finding them all. They count toward milestone challenges, and they also unlock more of those assorted stickers. Lastly, you can find a ton of P-switches across the map, but they function a bit differently from what Mario veterans would expect. Strike them, and blue coins won't necessarily appear. Instead, you'll be presented with a driving challenge that can test anything from wall riding to river running. Completing the challenge means pulling off some pro driving moves before time runs out, and you'll get yourself another sticker for doing so. As you can probably already tell, there are a ton of stickers to unlock in this game. More than 1,000 in fact. P-switches, peach medallions, and hidden panels can all help you earn them. Plus, there are special challenges like chasing down Nabbit that will also reward you with more. Stickers can be used to customize your vehicles and are displayed next to your name on the results screen, adding some personal flair to each race. You can customize your characters too, thanks to a variety of cool costumes that Mario Kart World adds to the mix. These are unlocked by eating food, which can be picked up at Yoshi diners and food trucks all around the map, in and out of races. Touring Mario, Biker Waluigi, and All-Terrain Donkey Kong are just a few of the looks you can add to your character select screen, so be on the lookout for those tasty opportunities while driving around. Let's get back to good old-fashioned driving. Mario Kart 8 added anti-gravity to the mix. In World is switching things up again by letting drivers do a charge jump. Think of drifting around corners to gain a boost, but in this case, you'll hold down both shoulder buttons while driving in a straight line, then release to get some air. You can use this to clear obstacles, bounce off of other vehicles, and find totally new ways to tear through the game's time trials. On top of that, Tony Hawk fans will be happy to know that karts can now grind in Mario Kart World. If you like the aforementioned anti-gravity in Mario Kart 8, then this is another flashy way to get around the track and build extra speed along the way. You can also ride along certain walls if you catch them after a jump. In general, Mario Kart World's tracks have a few different options for getting around. While you're doing that, be on the lookout for one more hazard. There are a lot more cars on the road this time. Beyond the 24 racers competing with each other, there is legit traffic from everyday vehicles you'll need to dodge. Bumping them slows you down, of course, but you can also ramp off of the bigger trucks or use the aforementioned charge jump to bounce off of smaller cars. And those are the 8 biggest changes from Mario Kart 8 to Mario Kart World. The open world means everything feels bigger, faster, and fresher. It also means even Mario Kart veterans might need some extra help. For more tips and tricks, drive on over to our wiki on IGN.